video, we're going to take a look at the OWL course site. So right now, what you can see on the screen is the overview page. This is the first page you see on our OWL course site, and it lists some basic information about our course, me, the instructor, how to book an office hour appointment, how to contact me, as well as some rules for email contact, how office hour appointments will work, and a link to see how to get in contact with their teaching assistant. Also, at the bottom here, it has a few resources that might help you in your studies at Western. So if you're a new student to Western, you may want to check these out. But what we're really interested in on our OWL cert are these other tabs. These are all going to have important things for the course. The first tab here is Announcements. So there's nothing here right now, but as the course progresses, I will, throughout the course, post announcements here. They should also be sent to your email, but just in case you don't get them in your email, they'll also show up on this Announcements tab. These are any announcements that are sent out to everyone in the course. So it's important that you periodically check the course site to see what announcements are posted here. I recommend at a bare minimum, at least once a week. Even more would be preferred. Now, to access our course syllabus, you can find that on the Syllabus tab here. This should open up a PDF document that will have the course syllabus. I highly recommend that you read through this syllabus, as it will lay out how this course will operate, the topics we're going to cover, what readings we're going to do in which weeks, and everything you need to know. So make sure that's one of the first things you do in this course is check out the course syllabus. Next, very important, is course content. So this has a few items right away about installing the software, obtaining the e-textbook, but every week I'll be adding a new item under course content. So it's important that every week on Monday that you check out our course site and look at the new week page posted here. Right now there's only week 1 as well as some getting set up pages, but every week there'll be a new page listed here. Let's take a look at this first one. So obtaining the e-textbook. So here has some instructions for obtaining the e-textbook. By the time you see this, I'll probably also embed a video up here taking you through step by step how to get signed up with the e-textbook, and that also includes MyLab MIS. Next tab here is how to get set up with all the software for the course. So I have some important notes here about each different software package you're going to need. All of them should be free for Western students, but some of them don't work perfectly on Mac OS. So please make sure that you read these notes if you're a Mac OS user, as they will be important for you. If you're a Windows user, it should be fairly straightforward. I also have a video up here that covers all these steps. Now our first real content page here is week 1. And this is going to be laid out how all the weekly pages will be throughout the course. And each week a new one will be posted. So at the top, we have our weekly goals, a nice little image at the top. And important in red here are the important tasks for this week. So every week you should complete all of the tasks listed here. And as you complete them, you check them off on the weekly to-do list, sort of like this. So if you've read the course syllabus, you would check it off here. If you've put the due dates in your personal calendar, you'd check it off here. This isn't graded, it doesn't do anything special, it just allows you to keep track of what tasks you've completed. I'm not going to be marking if you check these or not. Lower down, we can see the video lectures box. This is going to list all the videos that you have to watch for the week. So this first week, there are 3 videos to watch. We also have links to the slides, as well as the video table contents. We'll get to that in a second. Under that, there's also video tutorials. This week, they're just basic things, getting you set up with the software you need, getting you set up with the textbook, and so on. In future weeks, they'll be more in-depth, things like how to use Microsoft Excel, how to use Microsoft Access, and so on. And then we have a box that tells you what's coming up next week. So if you want to work ahead in the course, this will tell you what we're going to be covering next week, what the assigned readings are going to be, and what the assigned videos. Also on the right here, we have a few extra things. We have the assigned readings. These are going to be the readings that you're expected to read this week. I highly recommend reading these before watching the videos, but you can do them in any order you wish. And we also have recommended MyLab homework. So remember, the MyLab MIS homework counts for participation. So you can earn participation points by completing this homework, but otherwise it's not directly graded, but it is great for studying. So these would be different quizzes that you can find on MyLab MIS. If you complete those and score at least 75%, that will count to your participation grade. You also have a list of upcoming dates that are important. So assignment 1 is coming up really fast, as well as quiz 1. And we have some supplementary resources here. So supplementary resources are resources that you're not required to read. They're not going to be tested on. They're not going to be any new material here. Instead, this is just if there's something that's interesting to you or something that might help you out with an assignment, there might be some helpful links here, but you're not expected to read them unless you're interested or you find it might be helpful. Okay, so let's take a look at what one of these video links might look like. You're already watching one right now, but these should generally take you to YouTube. So one thing I will point out is unfortunately YouTube has decided to put ads on YouTube videos, even if they're not monetized. We don't monetize any of the videos in this course, but unfortunately YouTube still will place ads on them. So the easiest solution to that is to use ad blocking software like uBlock Origin, or if you're okay with the ads, you can just wait till it says skip and let you play it. Once again, we don't make any money off these videos. Unfortunately, YouTube decided to put ads on videos, even if they're not monetized. Now, I'm sure most of you are quite familiar with YouTube and how that works, but there are some features here that might be useful for you that you may have not noticed before. The first one is the speed controls. So you can change how fast the video is going. So if you find I talk a little too fast, you can slow it down, or if I'm talking a little too slow for you, you can speed it up. Maybe if it's something you already are familiar with, you might want to play it on a faster speed, and if it's something you're not as familiar with and you want to pay more attention to, you could slow it down a bit. There's some more very useful features a little bit further down. If you click more here, most of my videos come included with chapter points. So if there's a particular subject or topic you want to view in the video without going through the whole thing, you can either click on one of these timestamps in the description or one of the chapters down here, and it will jump you right into that point of the video. This can be really helpful if you're reviewing a video for an assignment or studying purposes and there's something you want to get to right away. Some of these videos may be longer, so I do recommend checking out these chapters because they will help you break it down into smaller chunks. Another important feature here is the transcript feature. You can see how it says show transcript. If you click on this, you'll get the transcript to the video to the right. This is auto-generated by YouTube, so it might not be completely accurate, but it is searchable. So you can search for the transcript here, and if you click on some of the words in the transcript like that, it does jump you right to that point in the video. So this can be really helpful for finding something you're looking for in the video in addition to those chapters. Okay, let's jump back to the course. So beside each video are going to be the slides. These are the slides I use in the video, at least a version of them that might be a little bit more readable, not in a video context. I normally would recommend watching the videos rather than reading the slides, but I know some students like the slides for studying purposes, so they are available. The other thing you'll notice, it says jump to the video table of contents under each video. I have set up a table of contents for every video, and this lists the different chapters in that video in one big page with all the videos, so you can jump right to the topic you want. So for example, if we click this link, it should take us over to the video table of contents and jump us down to business. So we can see all the different chapters in this video. And if we clicked on one of these links, it would jump us directly to that point in the video, so you can get right where you need it. Now, all the videos for the whole course are listed on this page right away, so you can search it using your browser, for example, Control F in most browsers, to find a topic you're interested in. There's also a table of contents at the top that could help you jump to what you need. For example, if you're looking for something in Chapter 6, the cloud, you can click the button and you can see all the chapters and subchapters that are included in that video. This makes those large videos a lot more manageable for you. Now, other than clicking those links under the videos, you can also access this by clicking the Video TOC, which stands for Video Table of Contents tab, on OWL. Let's go back to our Week 1 tab. So once again, I'll reiterate, because this is an important point, that you should be following along each week, looking for the new weekly page that will be posted on Mondays, and following all the tasks listed here, as well as watching all the videos and doing the assigned reading. The next tab is the Lecture Videos tab. So to allow you to work on this course at your own pace, all of the videos should be available from day 1 except maybe the video that just gives an overview of the final exam as well as some review resources. That one will be posted closer to the final exam. This page, if you want to see what videos are going to be covered any week, you can click the little tab here, and it will show you the list of videos, as well as any files or resources that are relevant to those videos. You can also get the slides and everything you need here. So if you want to work way ahead in the course, you have all the videos you have here, but I will be assigning videos each week on those weekly pages. So my advice is to follow along with those weekly pages, but if you want to work ahead, they are available to you here. Video table of contents, we already took a look at. Same idea, it lists all the videos, but it breaks it down by chapter rather than by week. MyLab MIS is an external link. This takes you to our textbook site where you can sign up for the textbook. If you're having any trouble with that or like more information, I do have another video about signing up for MyLab MIS, our e-textbook. Underneath that, we have our course forms. If you have any questions about any course content, this is the place to go. If you have any questions about assignments, this is also the place to go. So you'd post your questions here, and this is also the place where you will be posting most of your responses to participation activities. Remember from that intro video, participation activities are going to be hidden in the videos. So you'd watch the videos, find them, find the question, and then you'd respond to them on the course forms here. Most of these activities require you to post first before you can see other students' posts. Next up are the Book Office Hours tab. So what this does is it takes you to my appointment booking site. So if you need an office hour with me for any reason, you can click on this link and it will let you book an office hour. Remember, you have to book these at least 24 hours in advance. The way you do that is you select the date. Usually it'll show up to 2 weeks in advance. Select the time, and then you fill in this information here. Who you are, what's your email, what course it's for, if you want it to be in person or online via Zoom. Since it's an online course, most of you will be doing online via Zoom, and what the meeting's about. So if this is about an assignment, you should post what the issue you're having is with the assignment. After you book the office hour, I highly recommend sending me any files that are relevant to your assignment before the office hour. That way we save a little bit of time sending files back and forth, so we can spend the whole time that you book dealing with your issues or your questions. Next up is TA consulting. Our TAs will also be holding office hours, except you don't have to book these. These are drop-in. Once we know who the TAs are for the course and have their office hours set up, a list of their contact info and their Zoom meetings will be here. Usually each week, the TAs will hold some time to hold those open office hours via Zoom. Here's the assignments tab. Once we have assignments, they will show up here. On the first day of the course, we'll probably have assignment 1 posted, which is a basic assignment, getting everything set up, making sure you have the software installed, as well as making sure that you know how to submit assignments on OWL. So keep a track of the assignments tab, because whenever there's a new assignment, it will show up here. This will also be the place you go to submit assignments and to receive your feedback on assignments once they're released. Next up is the tests and quizzes tab. This is where your quizzes will be. So once there's a quiz available, it will show up here. And this will also be where you go to take the practice quiz that will be available in the first week. This practice quiz is just about the course syllabus, and it will show you how quizzes work on OWL. You'll get participation points for doing it, regardless of what grade you get, and it is mainly just to make sure you're familiar with the course syllabus, as well as how to take a quiz on OWL before you encounter a real quiz. Next up is Gradebook. Once we actually start releasing assignments, things like that, this will be updated with your grade on these components. To start with, you'll see one item, which are late coupons, which is a rough estimate of how many late coupons you have remaining. For most people, this will start off at 4 at the beginning, and it will be reduced as you submit assignments late. Lastly, we have VoiceThread. This is only going to be used for a few participation activities. When those come up, I'll give more details on how to use VoiceThread. And if you ever need any help with OWL, you can always post on the course forums or contact me, but you can also check out this help tab, which brings you to the OWL help for all of Western, and can also help you with things like account issues, if you're having issues with your password, things like that. If If you have any questions about where anything is located on OWL or how to submit anything or how to do anything on OWL, please feel free to send me an email or post on the course forums. That's all I have for you in this video. Please check out the OWL site and start completing those tasks in the first week tab. Thank you and have a great day.